8:23 in your morning, the early edition at AM 1150. Slight wind coming out of the south. A few clouds today, looking for 19. A coolish kind of a 19 degrees today. 30% chance of showers. It improves tomorrow, though. More sun, less cloud, and 20 degrees. Should be an ideal night for football at the Apple Bowl as the Okanagan Sun gets set to welcome to the confines of the Apple Bowl the Kamloops Broncos. Head coach Pete McCall joins me this morning. Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning, Phil.
What was that last week? 50-0?
50-0, yes.
Could you be accused of running up the score?
No, if you were there, you would have seen that it could have been a lot worse. Actually, we put our bench in quite early, and we still had some hiccups because of that. But no, it could have been a lot worse than that if we really wanted to lay it to them.
If you're the coach of the Okanagan Sun and you've just decimated these guys 50-0, do you hurt for them, or is this is this where you say, guys, show no mercy? You have to find that killer instinct. So just keep driving it to them.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember after the game there, I looked and I saw them. They were huddled up there talking as a group, and they broke it down. And they screamed out family, and they're a young team, and they're going to get a lot better. And it's nature of the game. You're going to lose some, and this, I'm sure they learned a lot from that, and they'll get better. But yeah, in all honesty, I think we probably took our foot off the pedal a little early in that game. There, we were up 24-0 after first quarter, and then because of the backups going in there, we kind of sputtered a little bit and didn't put any points up in the second quarter, and then we came in the second half and were retuned with those backups, and we came in and performed well in the second half. So, you do feel a little bit of mercy. You don't want to run the score up too much on them. They're a young team struggling, and you keep that in mind too. And it's a great opportunity for you to look at your bench and these young guys that don't get a chance to play very often. Give them an opportunity to impress us, and some of them really did.
And that's what it's really about. Is now, without any risk to the team, you can afford to make mistakes. You can afford to let them take advantage of your mistakes. Maybe they might have even put a touchdown or two in, but it is about the other parts of the team that need some seasoning.
Absolutely, yeah. There are some young, talented athletes on this team. There's so many athletes on this team, and there's only so many touches in the game. And so when you get a chance like that to have some young 18-year-olds in there making plays and impressing you, it's a nice thing to see, and it's good for their morale too.
Have you ever, in your career, both as a player or as a coach, found yourself on the backside of a 50-0 score or something as lopsided as that was?
Not that bad. I know we lost 44-0 my very first year as a high school coach, the Salmon Arm, when I coached at Rutland there, but that was a dark day. But 50-0. That's a good old beating.
Yeah, is there anything that comes from you as you walk across and shake hands with the Huskers coach? Is there anything that comes from you at that moment in time?
Well, like I say, we didn't go there to decimate them, and we did, pull back a little bit and gave them some, the second quarter there was pretty quick, pretty tight with all the backups going in, and they knew we weren't trying to hurt them. So, I'm a clean coach like that, and I think they knew that too. And they'll get better, right? They're young, and you do learn more from your losses. And I know it's a very young bench. That team's very young, and they'll get better. Yeah,
you lose games to learn. So Kamloops, they're rolling in here on Saturday night. Game time 7:00 right here at AM 1150 with Brian Waters. But Broncos coming in at 2 wins, 3 losses. You're looking to make it 4.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We actually opened the season against them, and we won 24-10, and it wasn't that impressive a victory for us. We didn't feel they played us very well. They've got a very good defense, a good run defense, and that's something that we're looking to improve on is our offensive running game. And so this is a great test for us to show that we can run against a stronger defense than we saw last week, and that's our goal. One of our goals is to be able to run the ball this weekend.
All right. Very quickly, before we run out of time, kudos and congrats to a couple of your players. Tyler Block gets top player in the league honors, and Stephen Schott as well.
Yeah, they both had great individual performances. I kind of bugged Stephen Schott, though. He kicked a 51-yard field goal, and then about 10 minutes later he missed a 15-yarder. But it was a tight angle, and we kind of joked about it. But yeah, he had a great game. He's kicking the crap out of the ball, and Tyler Plock, he's a great athlete, and his time was coming where he'd light it up, and he was really inspired that night, and he got some big points on the defensive stats.
Other than the notoriety of it, or other than the league honoring you in a news release and so on, is there anything that happens to these guys? What do they receive something? Is it a plaque? Is it a gift certificate? Is there anything to make them?
Yeah, they get a certificate. Actually, Bobby Davis, for his performance against Nanaimo there in that first game of the series, he was the National Player of the Week, and actually I gave him his certificate yesterday. I put it in his locker for him, and it's something to put up on your wall, something to be proud of.
Well, you know what? You go into tomorrow night at 4-1. Looking to make it 5-1, but at this moment in time, it would certainly start to shape up that it's you and the Raiders, and as the season starts to move forward, tensions rise, more at stake, and are you betting that we're going to be facing off against them in the playoffs?
Well, if I was a betting man, I'd say yeah. I'm not a betting man, and there are some good teams that we've got to play before then, and Big Kahuna is one of them. I know we beat Big Kahuna quite handily when we played them up here, but they've brought some guys in. I know they got some new guys in their lineup. One of them actually is our backup quarterback. Actually, just got his release, and he's gone there. So they're going to be a better team, and they are going to definitely be a factor if we want to run the table and host our playoff games. We have to beat Big Kahuna, and we see them later on in the season. And Victoria is another team. They're a tough team that can get it together against us. And so there's many a battle before that big day in October when we'll hopefully be facing Van Island in the Apple Bowl. Right. What a day that'll be. Coach
McCall, got to fly. Pete McCall, head coach, Okanagan Sun, as he joins us every Friday morning. A break now for the news. Gord Vizzuti, but I have a pair of tickets. Fifth caller in, 250-862-2525. You'll be at the Apple Bowl, 7 o'clock Saturday night.